let me see. What do we got here? I was fine, but like this video went on for so long, I'm starting to warm up now a little bit. Okay, now we'll deal with the contraction. All right. All right. They're desperate for a win. Okay, they're desperate for a win. Now that's a contraction right there, okay, with the apostrophe. Because that stands for the subject and the verb. The subject is they, the verb is are. They are desperate for a win. They're desperate for a win. Okay, so there's the subject and the verb there. And here you go. And there equals they are. All right? There equals they are. All right? They're desperate for a win. Okay? And they would be the subject there. Are, okay, apostrophe RE, that's the verb. Okay? They're desperate for a win. And there equals they are. The contraction right there. You took out the apostrophe, replaced the letter A in R. Okay? Now I'm beginning to see that the notebook is kind of blocking the light, I guess. Blocks it all out. All right, so, and here's the final one here. All right, their star pitcher goes today. I wanted to put down their star pitcher goes tonight to match, like, up here. Kind of keep this consistent because, you know, we're talking about like a baseball game here. All right, so, but I put it in today because you could see I'm running out of room. You know, I was running out of room and I wasn't even thinking, and I go, all right, I was going to write in tonight. And I said, just stick in today because I can fit in today. Tonight's a longer word. You know, I'm going to have a tough time with it tonight. So I put in today, and then I'm like, whoops, I have tonight up here. But, you know, sometimes people say that. There was a game tonight, you know, and you can say their star pitcher goes today. But they're really referring to tonight. But, you know, it's all kind of like the same. Who cares? All right. So their star pitcher goes tonight. All right, there is a possessive adjective, I-T-H-E-I-R. All right. Star is adjective, modifying pitcher, star pitcher. Pitcher is the subject. Their star pitcher, okay, and the verb is goes. All right. All right, and it has an S on the end of it because the pitcher is singular. All right, goes today. Their star pitcher goes today, and today is an adverb because it answers the question when. That took me a while to figure that out. Like, you know, what word follows. I'm always like, I want to have subject, verb, object all the time. You know, subject, verb, direct object. You know, that's what I'm like geared for. So words like today and tomorrow and yesterday, they seem like the nouns, but what they focus on what the word, what question it answers. So it answers the question when. So when you're answering, that's time. You're dealing with time. When you're dealing with time, you deal with verbs and you deal with adverbs, right? Adverbs add to verbs. So like what's related to verbs also would be related to naturally an adverb, all right? Because an adverb adds to verbs. That's one of the things they do. They also can add to an adjective or add to another adverb. Okay, so the star pitcher goes tonight. All right, so the possessive adjective is there, T-H-E-I-R. Star, adjective modifying pitcher. Subject, verb is goes, and the adverb is today. And today's an adverb because it answers the question when. So that's another thing that's confusing about grammar. You know, there's all these rules and you have to figure out which rule has priority over another. Sometimes you have a bunch of rules and you mix them up, but one rule sometimes has priority over another rule or other rules. So you have to go with that one rule first. You know, if that rule isn't in place, then you can go with the next rule. All right, that's another thing that's confusing about grammar. But so, okay, I'm going to end it right there. And, oh boy, again, this is going to be a part 4, and this is only going to be like a few minutes long. Yeah, it's only going to be a few minutes long. So if you could please, you know, go through the first 3 parts and you know, so you can follow along with what I've been doing. It's going to be tough for me to get in the description, but like I start right here with the first page, okay? Oh, actually, I didn't start at the first page, but like this is really how I I'll go through an introduction on this thing here. All right, but I'm just going to put up the pages real quick. So that's one page, okay? Here's the next page. So if you want to just screenshot that other page, just put up the personal pronouns, and screenshot this one if you want. Let's see if we can get this going here. Okay. Let me grab the bottom. Okay. Go to the next page. Okay. Can hold the bottom here because I left me some room. I try to do that. I try to leave a little space on the bottom here. Okay. Just want to maybe screenshot that or pause it for a while. Okay. Here's another one. Okay. All right. Here's the next page. I want to screenshot that. Like I said, I went through this in the previous, this is a 4-parter because I'm looking at the time. This video right now is 51 minutes long. So, all right. So this is all the stuff we went through, and, you know, I'll spend more time on this stuff, you know, if you look through the previous 3 videos. Here's the next page. Okay. Here's the next page. Okay. Okay. This is right in part 1, this page right here. This is very interesting because this is like this is like a lot of debating is going on about this one right here. Okay, so if you want to like just go to part 1 on this one right here, and I go through this. Okay. All right. And the controversy is like the possessive pronoun it's. Some grammar websites will not even list the word it's under possessive pronoun. They only list it under possessive adjective. And here's an example why. Okay, we had ours and the monster had its. We had ours and the monster had its. Some people think this is okay. Some grammarians think it's okay. Others think no. And I'm tend to leaning towards like it ends kind of awkwardly. You know, when you say we had ours and the monster had its, it sounds like the monster had its what? You know, it sounds like it's incomplete. It doesn't sound right. So I tend to agree. So there was a way to change this issue here. And when you're ending it with its, you can just go like this. We had ours and the monster had its own. Okay, so instead of going, we had ours, okay, we had ours, and the monster had its, add the word own at the end there. Okay, so we had ours, and the monster had its own. Okay, so you change the possessive pronoun, its here. That's, you know, the monster had its. When you end it like that, it's a possessive pronoun. Change it to a possessive adjective and add the pronoun own. All right? So we had ours and the monster had its own. All right? That sounds okay. You know, we had ours and the monster had its. We had ours and the monster had its own. That, you got to admit, that sounds a lot better. Okay? So we had ours and the monster had its. We had ours and the monster had its. We had ours and the monster had its own. We had ours and the monster had its own. I mean, clearly, right? That sounds better, right? So So just stick the word own, you know, after the word it's, and it takes care of it. All right. And again, you don't have to worry about that problem when it's a plural, because when you have, instead of monster, if you have monsters plural, you can go, we had ours and the monsters had theirs. Okay, we had ours and the monsters had theirs. Okay, so theirs agrees with monsters. Monsters is plural. Theirs, monsters is the antecedent of theirs. Okay, so being that the antecedent is plural, you make the possessive pronoun plural as well. Theirs. Okay, we had ours, and the monsters had theirs. Okay, and there you go. All right. All right. And again, possessive adjective. It's one word. When you're dealing with possessive case, possessive adjective, it's, all right. There is no possessive pronoun it's, all right. I mean, at least on a lot of grammar sites, you'll see. Just look it up yourself. All right. So we're talking about the possessive adjective. It's is one word. No apostrophe s, because the apostrophe means you got two words. You got it is, and you're contracting it. You're dropping the I in the word is, okay, and you're putting it together. IT apostrophe s, standing for it is. This is not it is. This is just one word, it's. Possessive adjective, it's, okay? Never has an apostrophe, okay? So, you don't have that. You don't have the contraction there. All right? If you go like, say, it's raining, you're saying is, it is raining. And sometimes just like, see if you can stretch the word out. And if you can go and change it from like, say, it's raining to like, it is raining, and it sounds okay, then you know you got a contraction there. It is raining. All right, that's two words. So when you contract it into one word, IT apostrophe S, that's a contraction of two words, right? But the other one, possessive adjective, is only one word, right? And here it is. Here's an example. We'll go back to this page again. We had ours, and the monster had its own, all right? And that its, ITS, is a possessive adjective there. Okay, so we had ours and the monster had its own. All right. Boy, you know what? I'm almost ready to get to, this is the longest video yet. All right. Well, I started at around 12, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And right now it's probably about 3:30 in the morning, maybe. I don't know. Be, it's 3:30. I started about 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30 even, 1:30 in the afternoon on July 3rd. Now it's July 4th. 3:30, about 3:30 in the morning. Okay, on the East Coast. So it's about 12:30 on the West Coast, California time. East Coast though, here, it's 3:30 in the morning. Okay, so that's it. Again, happy 4th of July to everybody, and be careful with those whatever M80s or whatever. Hopefully you're not going to be messing around with that stuff. All right, and all right, happy 4th of July. Take care, and until next time. All right, blah 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 blah. Happy 4th of July. I'll show you how it's done. Or that nothing, you're an amateur. Oh, well, man, hey, well, okay, man, yeah, happy 4th of July. Oh, after you had it done. Oh, no. Sit down. Okay, happy 4th of July, everybody. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye-bye.